Welcome back to another edition of Dees Nutz. Still cold here in Florida. I know it's not as cold as you guys got it up north, but dang, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, baby. Thank you very much. It's like 40s and 50s here, man. Freezing, as my mom would say, I'm freezing my kashubies off. Last time, we did this awesome stained glass, faux stained glass, for my friend Brian Johnson out in Crystal Lake, Illinois. He liked it a lot. It turned out really well. So I got this Buddha statue at a garage sale for $2. Nasty looking. I'll fill you in on the details on the end, so stay tuned for the end. We're gonna redo that. This is a pre-qualifying test of my abilities to redo statues. Because remember, one of my future projects is going to be the Greek statue. So I needed to see what worked, what didn't. But like I say, stay tuned to the end, because there were some things that I did leave out that, you know, are pretty important. So let's get to the video without further ado. Remember, less talk, more action. Bonsoir, mon amis. Yes, it's hard to believe I'm in Florida right now. It's like 40 degrees, overcast, raining. So today's project is going to be remaking this Buddha. Got this at a garage sale for $2. As you can see, it's very dirty. It's very scummy. Hi everybody, welcome to Project Dees Nutz. Today we will be doing me so I look better. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do some embellishing on these Chinese characters. This is all typical Dees Nutz. We are never done this before, so it's gonna be exciting for all of us. What I'm gonna try to do, my goal is to get it to look like this, where the black is inside here and stuff. But I did notice, if you look on the back, his arm has the black in it, but I don't know if it's actually black paint or black dirt, because I took some alcohol and I cleaned the back of him here, and it definitely dulled the paint. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to clean this whole thing with alcohol to start with, and then I'm going to I hope to paint him orange again, and then rub the black in for the detail. There's a couple techniques I noticed online. One is you would paint the whole thing black and then dry brush the orange, and the other one is to use a rub after you paint it orange, and then you rub the black paint on there and then you wipe it. So I'm going for that effect. 230, 240, whatever it takes. So we're gonna try that. Also the hello Pinocchio. The felt was pretty nasty on the bottom, so I recut a piece of felt that I will glue on there after I'm done painting. Nice touch. It'll make it look like brand new. There you go, going into the Guido again. So yeah, and then on these, I'm going to embellish. I'm going to try for a jade look on these characters. So we'll see how that works out. So let's get to the project. First off, we're going to clean. So we're going to use just some regular Equate 91% isopropyl alcohol. Pour a little bit in there. You don't need a lot. You don't need a lot, man. Dip your brush in there. And then you start cleaning it. Work it in. And again, I don't know if this is dirt or if it is actual paint that they painted with, but it comes off fairly easy. So I don't know. I'm thinking it's dirt. That is my own opinion. Does that tickle down there, Mr. Buddha? That's sacrilegious. So once I clean all this off, then I'll go back and I'll clean all these inside pieces out. Use some the ear cleaners, Q-tips. So as you can see, this took me a couple minutes. Clean that out. So maybe, I don't know, I might like it. Well, he's got a lot of chips and stuff, so I'm probably still gonna paint it. And there's also some places like in here where they missed when they originally painted it, it looks like. So we'll clean this up. I'll let you see it when I'm done. Check his face out, yo. Hello. Alright, so that took about, a good hour and a half to clean him all off. Now, there are a lot of spots that are bare. So I've mixed up some acrylic paint, and now I've matched the color pretty good. First thing is I'm going to fill in all the white spots. So that when this dries pretty quick, then I don't have to worry about doing a second total coat. If I touch up all the chip spots and worn spots, then when I do, because it's not covering in one coat because the white is so white. So then that way when I go back over it, it'll cover in one coat then. And then we're gonna also be doing the base. So there you have it. Fun times. By the way, this is a vintage piece. I looked it up online. It's a vintage piece. I don't know what it dates back to. Maybe mid-century. I don't know. So, when we're done, he will be transformed into a new Buddha. Excuse me, Mr. Dees Nutz, why aren't you prepared? I don't know. But all I have is this paintbrush to paint with. So, now we will begin to paint the whole thing. I'm thinking I should start on his head and work my way down. Eat it, Buddha. Looking good. Oh, the other reason why I wanted to tell you that I'm using the acrylic is because with plaster, since it's a water base, especially where the bare spots and the chips were, it's going to soak in to the plaster where a normal enamel or oil would not so much. I matched those colors pretty darn good. So I won't bore you with this. Be back when we're done. Alright, so now I'm starting to paint the emblems, symbols, whatever they are, on the bottom. These are going to be gold. These are going to be a jade green. And also painted his beads. And then I'm going to do a turquoise for the main charms on his necklace there. Buddha looking good. There he is in all his glory. And that's how you restore an antique statue. Yeah, you didn't see much. Me and Buddha hanging out. What's up? What's up with that? Didn't miss much. Just a lot of detail work. Gold beads with some, oh crap, paint's still wet. What do they call it? Jade, not jade, turquoise beads. Beautiful, beautiful. Round and round she goes. So that's how you do it. The cheapest I saw online was 36 bucks. I think there was one for 98, but it's definitely vintage, and he has come back to life to live again. There you have it. Next up, the Nut Ward. Welcome back to another edition of the Nut Ward. As you may have noticed, I did not do the black rub on it. I thought it looked really good just the way it was. The ones I found online, they all do have the black in there, so it must not have been dirt. It was some sort of stain or black, but I made it for my son, and he liked it better without it. So here's the before and after. A little bit of difference there. But this is an Alexander Baker chalkware item, circa 1950s. And the other thing I didn't show you, the reason I ended up with a darker orange, a pumpkin orange, is because I did mix the color with the acrylic paint and it matched perfectly, but I didn't mix the paint good enough. So when it dried, there was yellow and red wisps in the paint, which I didn't really care for, so I wasn't going to try to mix the paint again. I just went out and bought a can of orange spray paint and spray painted it. I also did not show you the chips in the plaster. Wherever there was a chip, I used, both of them work. I think the wood putty works better for smaller chips. Plaster works good for the big chips. But you just fill in the chips and then you sand it down to meet that, and it works well. Mr. Fingers. Next week we're doing a sign for a buddy of mine in California at California RGB Glass. He's requested me to build a old style beer can sign, so of course I'm taking it to the extreme. He wanted just a shadow box, but he'll be getting more than that. So next show is going to be on the making of the old style beer can sign. And now for something totally different. That's about it. That's all there is. So as always, everybody, God bless you. May He fill you with blessings. Keep you safe. Stay focused on you. You and your family. It's all that matters. Laugh, love, and live. Wow, that's deep, man. All right, everybody. Till next week. Adios.